Hello.
Hello, Divyam. How
Good
are you?
afternoon. I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm also doing great. Nice to see you here.
Yes, it's lovely to see you too. I can see that you guys had some sort of birthday party.
No, it was over, but we hadn't removed that.
All right, awesome. So, how have you been? Any new updates? Anything? Any new sort of show or movie that you've started watching?
No, I have been watching Young Sheldon, so it's been going on. I'm in second
Nice. Are you?
is second season, 11th episode.
Oh, wow. That's nice. And how many words or how many phrases have you learned from that show now?
No, I'm not learning like that, but I am learning that fast pace. I'm understanding that fast pace. Without seeing the subtitles, I'm just listening to the audio, and I was trying whether I can understand it without seeing the subtitles or not.
That's a good challenge. I know how quickly young Sheldon sort of explains things when he's talking. So it's good that you're able to understand that now. I like
But
that.
I need some separate time for that. But while doing some other shows, I'm listening to that. So I'm not able to concentrate on it properly.
So you're not fully focusing on the show.
Yes,
You're
while doing
multitasking.
some other shows, is I'm watching that. So
That's not recommended. You will not
yes,
be able to learn a lot of things when you multitask like
yes,
that.
yes. I know that I need some space, some time for that. Let us see. So while folding my clothes or broom mopping the floor, I'm watching that. Or else I would listen to some other thing, but say in order to continue that, in order to finish that, I'm watching that. Let us see.
Okay. So just a reminder, don't do it because you have to do it. It's not
Okay.
like you just want to put a check mark on it that okay, I finished three seasons. No. But every time you finish an episode or every time you finish a season, ask yourself if you've learned some words, if you've
Okay.
learned some new jokes, some new cultural references, some new phrases. Okay. So
Oh,
it can be very easy to become lazy when you're growing because you feel like, okay, I'll watch this show while I'm folding the clothes or while I'm cooking,
okay.
right? So it may feel like you finished the episode, but you are not getting the most out of it. Okay,
Hmm.
focus on it. Focus on the body language, how they use sarcasm, how they use irony. That's
Hmm.
very important. So these are very important aspects when you're trying to improve your listening skills in terms of American English. Okay,
Oh, okay.
awesome. All right. So do we have any topic for today?
Yes. Shall we go with phrasal verbs? How to use it? And is there
Yes,
any
lovely.
technique to remember it instead of using regular words? How can we replace it with phrasal verbs?
I think we've already spoken about this. I'm not
No,
against it, but I think we've already had a small conversation about how to improve it or how to use it correctly.
no, not with me.
No, no, I'm not saying with you or with somebody else. I meant maybe we didn't discuss it in detail, but we have had a small conversation on it. But never
Okay,
mind, we'll
okay.
continue.
Mm.
So why don't you give me some phrases that you've been learning?
Pardon? Could you repeat it?
Just give me some examples of phrases that you have learned.
Like put on, carry on, put away,
Okay,
uh, put through, put aside, put
okay.
off, put down.
All right. So when it comes to these verbs, when it comes to these phrases, what part of it is causing problem? The finding, the learning, or the using?
Everything. We are very sophisticated by using our regular words instead of thinking of these phrasal verbs. And sometimes I may think that whether I'm using it right or wrong, whether it will suit here or not. So while thinking so, I'm actually end up by not using it.
Okay. Let me give you a small test. Okay. Um, you have a sister, right? That was your sister.
No, she's my daughter.
Oh, Doctor, sorry. I couldn't see clearly.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes.
so let's say your daughter is playing a game on her phone, but she has to finish her homework, right? He wanted to stop playing the game and start doing her homework. How would you make that sentence?
Stop playing and start reading.
No, no, I can't give you the answer, but you're supposed to use a phrasal verb over here.
Okay. Mm, put away your mobile phone
Okay. Yes.
and take your book on your hand.
Yes. So what you can also say, again, not 50% correct, but you can say
Get off your phone.
get off your phone and get to doing that work.
Get into.
Get to doing that work. Get to.
Get to.
Right. So what we generally say, get to the office or
Mm.
get to the project as soon as possible or get to the meeting as soon as possible, right? So what you're trying to do is you're not physically saying get to the homework. You're saying put your attention to it or you're like, start working on your homework basically. That's what you're trying to say.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right. What if you were trying to finish another episode, okay, but you're being very lazy about it? Then what would I say to you?
Carry on with your season.
Carry on is good.
On.
But you can go on. Try. What else
Mm,
can you say? There are no right answers. You can obviously come up with your own sentences in
yes.
different ways.
You are asking me to watch it without procrastinating or
Yes.
without delaying. Okay. Don't hold on, carry on.
Yes. So you can also say, don't put off
Don't
doing
put
that
off.
one work. Okay?
Postpone.
Postpone. Exactly. So what you're
Yes.
doing is you're saying, yeah, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. That is called putting it off.
Mm. Oh,
So what I can say is don't keep putting it off. Get to it. Get on that episode or get on uh, finishing your task or finishing
mm.
your work. Okay. So the thing is, with phrasal verbs, it's very easy for you to watch other people use it. Now, young Sheldon is a
Okay.
very good example. Okay. Because in that they keep constantly keep talking about it, whether it's the dad, whether it's the brother, whether it's Sheldon himself, right? When he's talking to his college students or university professors or classmates. So this is where I'm saying don't make sure your focus is on the episode because it'll be very easy for you to be like, oh wow, I heard that, I've used that, or I have read that sentence that you've used right
Okay.
now. Right? So when you hear it or when you understand it in the context of the show, okay? So you've been watching the show for 2, 3 seasons now. So now you know how Sheldon works. So when he uses it, you know what he means by that.
Okay.
If it is the first episode and nobody knows what the show is about, then yes, it can be confusing. But
Mm.
sometimes, sorry, you will be able to understand it clearly. So the best way for you to absorb it in your mind, okay, is to focus on the show and remember how he used it. I did that with a show called Friends. So when I was
Friends.
younger, when I was in college, we didn't have streaming. So I had to be home every day at 11 o'clock at night. And I would sit in the hall and watch an episode of Friends with my mom. Right? So, yeah. So whenever I was watching it, my mom would ask me, what does it mean? So
Mm.
because her and I were both like at the same level of English, right? It got very, we got very curious about what it meant. And at
Mm.
that time, I remember we had Blackberries. So I
Mm.
used to go to Google and search what it means.
Okay.
So every time, sometimes when you're watching alone, you don't understand, but then you just ignore it. You're like, okay, something serious is happening, some new reveal is going to come, so I'm not going to pause, I'm not going to sit and Google. But for us, my mother and I, it became very easy to remember what they said after the
Mm.
episode was done because both of us were talking to each other when the episode was going on.
Mm.
And then we would Google it to understand what they meant by that. Right?
Mm.
And every time I would Google it, it would make so much sense that, oh, yeah, that is what she was trying to say. So I'll give
Okay.
you an example. Instead of saying, so in the episode, if she said, get off your butt and get to work or get to that wedding ceremony.
Okay.
Right? Sometimes we're like, what does get off your butt mean? But then after I Googled it and it said that, don't sit around, get up and be active or get up
Ah.
and get to that location, then I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Get off your butt.
Yes.
So every time you watch a show, every time you watch a clip, maybe a YouTube video, maybe an Instagram video of somebody saying it, make sure you understand what they're saying. And if you
Okay.
don't understand, then Google, ChatGPT, all of these tools are available for you. Okay.
Yes.
This I would suggest is the best way for you to absorb new sentences and words. But also, once you understand it, it will be easier for you to use. Because a
Mm.
lot of times, what we do is we'll write 10, 20 of them down, and then we'll force ourselves to use it in a sentence or in our vocabulary when we are at
Mm.
work, when we're with friends. Now, you're just remembering it, okay?
Mm.
You're not
Use
understanding it.
it. Yes.
Same thing happens with music, right? Because when we have to sing a song with our friends, we go look at the lyrics. We're like, what does this say? Okay, this is what it says. But when you actually love the song, when you feel it, let's say if it's a breakup song or it's a motivational song, right? You hear it one or two times, and the meaning, the lyrics make so much sense, and you're like, wow, this is such a nice song. I love this artist. You'll never have to sit and look at the lyrics. You'll automatically
Mm.
learn the lyrics
Yes.
because you understand it, you feel it, right? Similarly, when it comes to the words, find ways, sorry, not words, phrasal verbs, I mean, find ways in which you can connect with characters or people that you've seen.
Mm.
And when they use it, it will make sense to you. You'll feel that satisfaction of understanding what they're trying to say.
Okay. I watched Godfather film. In that, from that film, I learned one phrasal verb, pull over.
Yeah, pull over the car.
Pull over the car is. While
Yeah, so
watching,
they don't
I
usually.
yes, I came across that phrasal verb and I was searching that word and I remembered it till now.
Nice. See, this is what I'm saying. So, because you remembered that that word was so important in the movie, you remembered right now and you told me, right? So,
Okay.
whenever you are with your friends in a car, and let's say you need to use the washroom, or maybe you need to stop and buy some fruits or snacks, or maybe you see some famous, like drink or food item that is available in that city, you can say, hey guys, let's just pull over, let's take a 10-minute break, you know. So these
Yes.
are ways in which you can translate these words to your life also.
Mm. Okay.
All right. What else?
So can we go with some examples like some various for phrasal verbs?
Yeah. So I can't think of anything right now. Is it okay if I quickly Google some examples?
Ah, yes. Shall I say
I'll
some?
Google it.
Ah,
Yes, yes. Perfect.
like call off means cancel. Put off
Yeah, it
means
means cancel.
stop.
Put off, yeah.
Postpone. Postpone. Like put. We can go like 12 or 13 phrasal verbs. We can go for put alone.
Okay.
Like put off, put on. Put on means wear. Put on your
Yeah,
shirt. Put off means
yeah.
postpone. We already.
Exactly. That's where it becomes confusing because put on can be like putting on some weight, and then putting off means procrastinating. So it can be
Yes, there is
very
no
confusing both ways.
yes, there is no connection between these two words, but we have to remember what is
Exactly.
meant by
Similarly, I'm looking at the examples right now. Similarly, there is bring up. Okay.
bring up.
So bring up means he brought up the idea of something, like he
Okay.
mentioned it. But bring down means demotivating someone.
Mm.
When they make a mistake and they somebody like brings them down. So like if a cricketer or a footballer makes a mistake, the coach removes them from the game, which is such a disappointment for them that it brings them down.
Bring them down. Yes.
Mhm.
Then put in, put out. Put out means off.
Yeah,
Put in means some manager. My manager put me in some trouble in project. Some connections.
yeah. So you understand the concept. What is the problem that you're facing?
Yes, I'm not using it. I'm not using it.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's very easy to Google it. It's very easy to find some resource where they'll give you 10,000 phrasal words. That is not the problem. The resources are not the problem for you. The
Yes.
problem for you is you cannot connect it, so you cannot use it.
I'm not
I'll
able
give you
to
an
connect it with my real time, my daily
exactly,
activities. Is
exactly. So let me give you an example. If I give you an onion, okay,
mm,
and I tell you please chop up this onion, right? There are two or three ways to do it. But if you really want to do it, you'll remember how your mom taught you or how your mom used to do it. Even if she didn't teach you, you would remember that, oh, she used to cut off the top parts and then peel it and then, put it down and cut it across the middle, and then they would get two pieces. So, like, what happens is it gives you some clarity on how you should move forward. You may
Mm.
not know the whole recipe, but you know how to start. And
Just
once
a
you
minute.
start, yeah,
Okay. Uh, ch- yes, sir. Please, sorry, sir.
no problem. Once you start, I don't think it's a problem for you to continue, right? So, like I said, find ways in which those phrasal verbs will get stuck in your mind.
Okay.
Okay. If you want, then in the next session, I can just casually use these terms so that you can grasp them. You can sort of remember that, yes, the VM used it in the session last time. Okay.
Mm. Okay. So, is there any technique to remember all the phrasal verbs? How can we remember? How can I remember? I can say actually tried that. Okay, today for the full day, I'll go with one phrasal verb and I'll use that word for my whole day. I tried even that, but it is not working. So, how can I remember it?
One thing I would tell you is every day you can Google five phrasal verbs. Okay. And instead of saying I'm going to use one for the whole day, because people who are around you, they say, why have you said this 10 times?
Okay.
They feel confused. Get a set of five phrasal verbs every day and just promise yourself you will try to use as many as you can in whichever situation. Okay. So what happens is every time you are talking, you'll remember, okay, how can I use any of these five? Right?
Mm.
You don't have to use all five. You can use maybe three or four of those verbs. You can use it 5 times, 10 times a day. That's no problem. But what happens is every time you are remembering those five, right, it
Mm.
becomes a memory exercise.
Okay.
Okay, so pick any five in a day and make sure that they're not all the same. So don't do look up, look down, look at. Don't do that. Okay. So if the one is put off, then the other has to be look up. Then the other has to be turned down. Then the other has to be, So make sure you're using different ones like call off or all of these different
Okay.
ones. Okay. So what happens is every time you are thinking, how am I adding these into conversation, you're revising all five of them.
Mm.
Okay. Now you do that for a month. That's 1,500 new phrasal verbs that you have in your mind. You may not use all of them. We barely use it. So our knowledge, we have a lot of words stuck in our mind, but there are certain words that we use every day, and there are certain words we use once a month. Okay. So make sure you learn what it means so that when somebody else uses it, you are able to understand and respond to it. So even if you learn 1,500, you'll barely use 50, 50,
Yes.
but understanding is more important because if somebody uses it, you should understand what it means.
Okay.
Okay, I think we are out of time now.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Thank you for the session. Hopefully, I was able to clear some things up for you.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Keep watching the show and please focus on the show.
Yes.
Enjoy the show.
Enjoy. I really like it and really love to watch it, and so I'm watching it, but I'm not getting time to watch it. So while doing some other shows, I'm utilizing that time. See, while feeding my daughter, I have a habit of reading books or watching some shows. So I don't. I actually this morning I was thinking I if I get 1 week of time, I would finish that Young Sheldon series.
But that would actually benefit you,
uh,
The consistency of watching the show like over short periods of time, maybe one episode in the afternoon, one in the night, or just one episode a day, but like every day before you go to sleep, right?
okay.
So you will start thinking like them. Your brain will start thinking of words in English or how you would describe a problem or how you would describe a situation in English. Okay.
Mm, okay.
So add some consistency to it. It doesn't have to be 10 episodes a day. One episode is
Mm,
fine,
yes.
but just enjoy it. Watch it when you have some time, when you're not doing anything else.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Yes, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Well,